Then ruptured daughter individuals can be produced. That daughter individuals are, some of them are big in size, some of them are small in size. Big in size, small in size. Big size daughter individuals are called macrometacryptomerozoites. 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 Small sized individuals called micrometacryptomerozoites. Micrometacryptomerozoites entered into the bloodstream. They entered into the bloodstream. Macrometacryptomerozoites are entered into the sinusoids. So here, macrometacryptomerozoites are entered into sinusoids. Micrometacryptomerozoites are entered into bloodstream. Again I am saying, whenever the mosquito sucks the blood of man, they entered into the bloodstream. That does not start the life cycle. They straight away entered into the liver for starting their life cycle. They entered into the liver and they penetrated the lobule and penetrated into the hepatic cell. Hepatic cell is the initial site for starting the life by the sporozoid. You know that mode of transmission is inoculation. The stages of plasmodium entered from mosquito to man are sporozoids. These sporozoids are entered in the cell. They grow in size. This growth size stage is called tropozoid stage. Later they convert it into zygoside. On that time it stops feeding. It stops feeding. That zygoside undergoes the multiple fission process called zygogony. Why it is called multiple fission means first nucleus divided mitotically, then cytoplasm divided mitotically. Nucleus division is called karyokinesis. Cytoplasm division is called cytokinesis. By resulting that ruptured wall, generation of merozoites get liberated. They are called cryptozoites. These cryptozoites are entered into blood, or entered into fresh liver cell, or entered into the gap for take rest. That is called sinusoids. The stages which are attacking the fresh liver cell called phanerozoids. Phanerozoids attacking fresh liver cell, they invade it, they start feeding, they grow maximum size, and one time they stop feeding. The stage is called Seidan stage. At Seidan stage, nucleus is divided, then cytoplasm is divided. Division of nucleus is called karyokinesis. Division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. First karyokinesis takes place, then cytokinesis takes place. Then their wall get be ruptured. Two types of daughter individuals get be developed. Some of them are big in size, some of them are small in size. Big in size individuals are called macrometacryptomerozoites. Small sized daughter individuals called micrometacryptomerozoites. Micrometacryptomerozoites are entered into blood. Macrometacryptomerozoites are entered into the sinusoid gaps. The gaps present within the hepatic lobule of the liver. This is the sinusoid gaps. Now, very very important life cycle is called erythrocytic cycle. Actually, sporozoid is entered initially as a sporozoid, and the liberation of the micrometacryptomerozoites which are appeared in the blood, the time process is needed. The time process is 80 days. Number of days required for completion of these pre-erythrocytic cycle and exoerythrocytic cycle are 80 days. This period is called incubation period. Incubation period. Incubation period is 8 days, which is defined as the initial entry of sporozoid and first appearance of micrometa-cryptomerozoites in the blood of patient. The period is called incubation period. Initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of micrometa-cryptomerozoites in the blood. The period is said to be a incubation period. Very, very important. What is incubation period? Initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of micrometa-cryptomerozoites in blood. Time required for what is the incubation period? Time required for initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of micrometa-cryptomerozoites in the blood. That is called incubation period. Time taken is 8 days. Synonymically, it is said to be the time required for completion of pre-erythrocytic cycle and exoerythrocytic cycle is called incubation period. Synonymically, it is said to be time required for the completion of pre-erythrocytic cycle and exoerythrocytic cycle. Correct definition is initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of micrometa-cryptomerozoites in the blood. Then go for very, very important life cycle, that is the erythrocytic cycle. It is also called Golgi complex. Golgi complex. Golgi complex. Golgi complex is also called RBC cycle, also called erythrocytic cycle. Erythrocytic cycle. Erythrocytic cycle. So here, micrometa-cryptomerozoites is the bloodstream. When the micrometa-cryptomerozoites are attacking the RBC cell, this is the RBC cell I am taking. This is the blood vessel, this is the RBC cell. This is the RBC cell. This type of cells are present 5 million per cubic millimeter in men, whereas 4.5 million cubic millimeter for women. I draw here only one RBC cell. This is the micrometa-cryptomerozoite. This is the micrometa-cryptomerozoites. These micrometa-cryptomerozoite which is attacking the RBC cell. This is the RBC cell of man, and they enter like this. Next stage, they grows in size. They take food materials from the, this is the Our RBC cell, na? RBC cell is having hemoglobin. RBC cells are having hemoglobin. This is our hemoglobin. This is alpha polypeptide chain. These are beta polypeptide chains. This hemoglobin is the main source of food for the plasmodium. Hemoglobin is having iron part and globin part. Globin is the protein part. Globin is the protein part. This micrometacryptomerozoite of plasmodium, which is invaded into the RBC cell, and it grows maximum size. So here, observed here, this is the nucleus of it. The nucleus is go towards one end. In this condition, nucleus presented middle of the body. By growing size, nucleus pushed to the one end of the body. This stage is called signet ring stage. Signet ring stage. Why it is called signet ring stage means it is look like our ring. It is look like our ring. But that's said to be a signet ring stage. This is the gem. Then these stages converted like this. Irregularly, they can be bodies can be changed. That stage is called amoeboid stage. This stage is said to be as a motile stage. Motile stage. In this time, very very important to note is after it taking the hemoglobin, globin is digested by it. Globin is the protein part. Globin get be digested within the body of these parasite. The undigested materials like iron particles which are excreted by these individuals. These are the Schaffner dots. These dots are called Schaffner dots. Schaffner dots. When a patient who is suffering with malaria, by basing on Schaffner dots, laboratory technician diagnosed. Laboratory technician is diagnosed by the presence of Schaffner dots. If there is no Schaffner dot, he is not suffering with malaria. Doctor concluded that by having Schaffner dots, he is having plasmodium in the body. If there is no Schaffner dots within the RBC, he go for another investigations. Schaffner dots are what? The dots are the excreta of it. It feeds hemoglobin, it digests the globin part, undigested insoluble iron material. These are the hematine granules. Hematine granules are excretory products which are insoluble excretory products. Then it stops feeding and stops locomotion, converted into Sisant again. Sequence is very very important. Signet ring stage. After signet ring stage, they converted into amoeboid stage. Very very important. Signet ring stage to they converted into amoeboid stage. Amoeboid stage to they converted into Sisant stage. During the Sisant stage, it does not fit. Then their nucleus is divided. Then their cytoplasm is divided. And the daughter individuals are produced. Some of them are big in size, some of them are small in size. These are the daughters. These resultant daughters are called gametocytes. These resultant individuals are called gametocytes. Previously, you know that the stages of Plasmodium from man to mosquito are transmitted called gametocytes is the answer. Gametocytes are two kinds. They are female gametocytes which are big in size, male gametocytes which are small in size. These stages not able to survive within the man. After some of the limit of time, around 2 days, they dissolve or dies within the man. This is the total cycle here completed within the 2 hours. 2 hours. Completion of Golgi cycle requires 2 hours. Here very very important thing is there. What is incubation and pre-patent? What is incubation period and pre-patent period? Pre-patent period and incubation period. Pre-patent period is equal to pre-erythrocytic, exoerythrocytic, whereas incubation period, pre-erythrocytic cycle, exoerythrocytic cycle, Golgi cycle. Definition: initial entry of sporozoites and first appearance of micrometacryptomerozoites in blood. Time required for incubation. Time required for initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of gametocytes in blood. Very very important definitions. Pre-patent period is defined as the time required for the initial entry of sporozoites and first appearance of micrometacryptomerozoites in blood. 8 days. Incubation period. Initial entry of sporozoite and first appearance of gametocytes in blood. 10 to 12 days or 10 to 14 days. It is useful. It is the time which completes the pre-erythrocytic, exoerythrocytic and Golgi cycle. Tomorrow I am explaining the remaining part.